All systems go. Clear for liftoff.
What is going on, SHIPIT Nation YouTube station? Back here Wednesday, October 31st, day before Halloween here, breaking down this nice 6-game slate on FanDuel and DraftKings for NHL. If you guys are new, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, helps us out a ton, and you know the drill. If you're not a member yet, not really sure what you're doing, but go give yourself a nice trick or treat. Use that promo code NBA15, get you 15% off any membership plan, locked in for life, not just the first month. It does go through the duration of your membership until, or if you do decide to cancel there, obviously it will go back up to full price there, but $85 a month, cheaper than single sport packages out there across the industry for sports like NBA, NFL, significantly higher, and you don't get an optimizer. With us, you do get our in-house Shiptimizer, our optimizer designed to help you ship, plus everything else that comes along with it. NBA 15 is that promo code. Let's jump in. Let's talk about this nice 6-game slate here on FanDuel and DraftKings. I'm going to pull up my screen share here. We're going to go through the matchup sheet to start and take a look at what this kind of slate looks like. So as you can see, we got 3 6.5 totals. The rest are all 6 totals on this slate. So 3 split. Got some teams on a back-to-back here. From first glance, probably my favorite spot on the slate is going to be the Tampa Lightning. They're a dog here on the road against the Avs, and not really sure why. I think they're better right now at this stage of the game, and I think Tampa is in a great spot here tonight. You got some good teams overall. Columbus back at home, slight dogs as well there. I kind of like that spot quite a bit too with the Islanders on a back-to-back. But overall, this is going to take you through, give you a broad slate overview here. And you can see Winnipeg's power play spot is probably one of the best spots on the slate. So love some of those quick glances there. Let's jump over. Let's share the stone here as we talk through game by game. First game up on the slate, we do have those Islanders. We do have those Blue Jackets. I like both sides of this game here. Can the Islanders score? Absolutely. I think they're going to be a little bit more motivated too here coming off that loss last night. Pretty tough loss overall last night, and looking to come in here to Columbus. I mean, they lost to the Ducks yesterday at home. Very, very bad loss overall there. Much better team. They were massive favorites. They lost, so they could be playing a little bit aggressive here. However, it is a back-to-back with travel, and Columbus is good, right? They just stifled Edmonton. Like I said, I was on Columbus's side here. Just absolutely owned Edmonton 6-1 2 games ago back on Monday night here. I like going right back to the well here with some of these Blue Jackets. Monahan, Marchenko, Chinakhov. Really like that top line, fully correlate on that power play there. You can always add Werdzinski in there in terms of a power play stack. And then you even got some cheaper guys like Fantilli, Sillinger, who's on fire right now. I like Sillinger as part of that top power play as well. If you're looking to save a little bit of money, dropping down $1,000 from Chinakhov down to Sillinger. Get a little cross-ice correlation there. I like that quite a bit. On the Islander side, it's a great matchup for both Brock Nelson and Bo Horvat, even Gabriel Pajot. Centers against the Blue Jackets do very well here. Like I said, they're going to be motivated. I like both sides. I like goals in this game. Kind of off these goalies here. Varlamov is a decent spend-up goalie here, but I just don't want to pick on Columbus right now. They're kind of buzzing on all cylinders. All cylinders there. So I think Columbus can win this game, to be honest. And for the Islander side, I do think they can score. So I kind of like the Nelson line the most. Just typically I give a slight edge to line 2 on the road if I'm kind of torn on line 1 versus line 2. If they're on the road, typically like line 2 a little bit more. If they're at home, typically like line 1 a little bit more. So I like Nelson, Palmieri, and Maxime. I like that full line stack there. Noah Dobson is a great play in terms of goalies. Adam Pilic at 2.9K, one of the best value D-men on the slate you can get away with there. So do like this game quite a bit, like both sides. Prefer the Columbus side, I think, a little bit in terms of tournaments at similar ownership. I just like the way this Columbus squad is playing right now. Jump to the next game here on the slate. I will say Detroit line 1 is super cheap with Larkin, DeBrincat, and Lucas Raymond. However, it is a tough matchup here. The Jets finally lost, but I mean, this game kind of starts and ends here with the top power play for me with the Jets. I mean, looking at the numbers here, Detroit giving up about 3.5 power plays per game and killing off 56% across their 5 home games here. The Jets, #1 power play in the league, cashing in at a 50% clip. Do I think it's going to stay that way? Probably not. Do I think it's going to regress a little bit? But still, I mean, Scheifele, Kyle Connor, Gabe Vilardi, Nicola Ehlers, and then Josh Morrissey. Love all 5 of those. If I'm going to the Jets, I'm sticking to that power play and just stacking it up. So if I'm going to the Jets, I really want a 4-man power play stack. Or you could get away with 3-man, like a Scheifele, Connor, and Gabe Vilardi. Obviously, that full line fully correlates together on the power play. And I will say Gabe is way too cheap. Top line, top power play at 4.1K in this matchup. So he's probably my favorite play on the entire slate. Neil Pionk at 4,900, great option as well. He gets a ton of minutes, does pretty much everything. So I like him quite a bit. Simone Edvinsson here, 3.7K. Solid value D-man, going to block a lot of shots, so I don't hate him. But for me, Winnipeg power play 1. Absolutely love the spot. Jump in the next game here. It's Tampa. It's Colorado. I think Tampa wins this game. I really like Braden Point, Kucherov, Jake Guentzel. You can throw in Hagel and Hedman in there. Hedman is a spend-up D-man, probably the best option on the slate. He'd be my favorite option if I'm spending all the way up at D-man. Probably going to Victor Hedman. Or maybe a Josh Morrissey at a little bit cheaper, right? 5.6K there, just because I love that power play matchup here. But Tampa, looking at the Avs, I mean, they're giving up over 4.5 goals per game. Georgiev has a 4.6 goal against average, saving only 82% of the shots at his way. So love these Tampa guys. You can even get away with a Sorelli stack, a Brandon Hagel stack, and a Geek or a Geeky, however you pronounce it. Sorry. But I do think Tampa, like I said, wins this game and comes into Colorado here. On the other side, Colorado, I'm not going to pay 10K for McKinnon. You can play him any slate he's on. Rantanen at 8,900. They're just kind of priced out here. Tampa overall good. I like Vasilevsky a ton in goalie at 7,400. He's probably my favorite goalie play on the slate. So in this game, it's really the Tampa side. On the Avs side, Calvin DeHaan, 2.7K. Great value option there, I think. And then that's pretty much it for me on the Avs, just the value D-men if I'm looking to go to them. Next game out here on the slate, Utah and the Calgary Flames. From an offense standpoint, I don't love this game a ton. Kadri's got a nice price. He's got a decent matchup. Utah overall, I think this game kind of drags, hence the 6 total, right? Vegas kind of thinks the same thing compared to other games on the slate. So for me, both goalies are in play here, Connor Ingram and Dan Vladar. And then Ian Cole is a solid D-man option here, Sergachev in that mid-tier. But really not a spot. I mean, Logan Cooley at 4.4K, he's a solid value center. But outside of that, I mean, I'm really not getting to this game from offense too much. Overall, Connor Zary still fine. Backlund, right? Still fine. But for me, I think this game is more defensive. I think it's more a real life good hockey game, and I like other spots more on the 6-game slate to target here. Next game on the slate: Vegas Knights, LA Kings. Kings coming off a tough loss last night to the Sharks in San Jose. Now they return back home to LA to face the Knights. I think the Knights kind of steamroll these guys. To be honest here, I know the Kings probably going to be a little pissed off after losing last night to the worst team in the league, but I still think Vegas is just a much better hockey team here. Aiden Hill is a great goalie at 7.3K option here tonight. I really like him a ton. On the King side, Brant Clark still too cheap at 4,500 for his role, what he does. I think he's a great option. But for me, Tomas Hertl, Dorfiev, really like that 2-man stack a ton. They both correlate together on the power play. You can pair them with Shea Theodore get the full line 2 stack or 3 guys from that line 2 stack, and they all correlate on that top power play. Really like that 3-man stack a ton there. Doesn't break the bank. Tomas Hertl has owned the Kings in his past, and Pavel has just been playing great for 4,400. So that's probably a really good 3-man stack here on this slate. I think at virtually no ownership, as you can see here, they're all going to be sub 5%, probably even sub 3% to be honest there. So I really like that spot. Jumping to the last game of the slate, I do have a ton of interest in this game. I think this game gets up and down. Last year it was 6-4 and 6-5 between these two teams here. Vancouver is going to be my preferred side. Can't go away from the Devils. I mean, Jack Hughes, great spot. Jesper Bratt, great spot. Dawson Mercer, if you're looking for the stack there, you can play him. But Palat, super cheap at 2.8K. Jesper Bratt and Jack Hughes is my preferred option if I'm going to the Devils, would be that line 2. Nico Hischier is fine. You can get away with playing Jack and Nico in the same build. Probably not a spot I'm going to do it here tonight, but still fine. Like I said, my interest here is on the Vancouver side. Really love this spot a ton. Elias Pettersson at 5.5 is just way too cheap for his talent. One of the best plays on the slate. Connor Garland, you can add him. 4,300, 5,500 in this matchup. Just too cheap. Höglander at 2.8K, great option to add in there. JT Miller has absolutely owned this matchup in the past last year. 6.1K, too cheap for him. Pair him up with Brock Besser, 6.2K, too cheap. Jake DeBrusk at 3.3K, just that's criminal here. So I love Vancouver here in this spot. Late night hammer. They're going to be super chalky, as you can see here, but it's for a good reason. I think this game shoots out here. Favorite game on the slate. I think you can stack it up. Probably not something I'm going to do. I just don't usually like to stack up too much in hockey. However, I do like both sides. I will have both sides definitely in my lineups here tonight. So really like the Vancouver side. Phil Peronek at 3.2K, great value option on this slate. Brett Pesce at 3.1K, great option as well. Overall, just tons of great options here. I would at least want to have one piece of this game in probably all my lineups here tonight. So really like it a ton. That's going to do it, though, for this quick hit here for NHL. Short and sweet slate here. Kept it nice and short and sweet for everybody. My final core plays and matchup sheet, everything are live up at SHIPITNation.com. If you want access, like I said, use that promo code NBA15. Last time to get in, trick or treat, right? Get that discount. $85 a month covers everything, plus an optimizer for all of our sports. Fully access to our website. No better rate in the industry. That's cheaper than NBA-only packages out there for multiple of the different site offerings that you could go out and check out and sign up. And then you got to buy an optimizer. It gets expensive very quick. So pay less for content, play more in DFS contest on FanDuel or DraftKings. But good luck tonight in those contests. Hope to see those Ship It Nation logos at the top for myself, Nadesify. Let's ship it.